Hello everyone, and welcome to that series where by now I should be heading towards the end of my daily uploads. This is the second last on-season match. I'm playing against Red Panda's Bear, who has a pretty tough team. And I have yet again decided to bring a Choice Deancey. I think this is the first time the Choice Deancey has been Choice Specs instead of Choice Band or Choice Scarf. But, I'm sorry, I said Scarf. I don't think I brought Scarf. I brought Bandit a couple times. Yeah, so just making sure I'm keeping my opponent, getting this game in before I start a work from home day, so obviously do have some good time constraints there. Now, let's make sure you guys can all see the matchup against my opponent's very crazy team, in my view. So they've got a strong rain option there with Pelipper. They don't have a Swift Swim option, which at least is something that I can take as some consolation. I need to remember my audio and make sure I'm actually talking into the microphone. They have Deoxys attack. They don't have terrain. They do have terrain. It's Misty terrain, but that doesn't really help with Deoxys. They also have the Sneasler there. If they are using Misty Surge to activate Unburden, then doesn't really matter, right? I'm also just gonna quickly change something. Am I? I think I am. So yeah, if they Misty Surge, then I can't get Dire Claw, Poison Slept, or whatever. Okay. This is going to be a long intro. Yeah, so they've got Landorus there, who can Sandsear Storm with perfect accuracy in conjunction with Pelipper. They've got Thundurus there, who can Wild Bolt Storm with perfect accuracy in conjunction with Pelipper. They have Zero Aura and Deoxys, who I believe both get Thunder that they can click, as does Thundurus. They've got Brolin there for Spore. They can use Slowbro either for like a Trick Room support option. It does also have access to moves like Heal Pulse, which are nice, or because it's immune to critical hits, they can try and do like an Iron Defense, Calm Mindset with stored power, and then they probably would need to dedicate some move to being able to deal with Dark types. But that is something I do have to keep in mind. They probably need to dedicate the rest of the team to dealing with Dark types, because you want to have ideally Slack Off for recovery on a set like that. I don't know if this is necessarily an amazing matchup for that. But it is something I do have to think about. I do have the Specs Deancey, as people would know. And if they do run the turn off abilities ability, then obviously that's going to be somewhat less. That's going to be somewhat less consistent at stopping crits if they turn off their ability that does crits, because they can't run ability shield. Yeah. So, Pokemon, Zoroark, all of that. Just fast, strong, good Pokemon. Greninja as well, who has Map Lock. So, Deancey with Specs, Terra Fairy, to be able to just try and get immediate damage off. My opponent's team, sorry, I didn't belabor this. Their only Fairy resist without Terra is the Weezing. So that's a pretty good start. I should have more speed than this. Should I? I think I should. I don't know why I have the exact defense calcs that I do. It's been a while since I've made this build, but I feel like I should be trying to creep a slow Pelipper, but I haven't done that. Well, either way, I'm sure I made a good decision at the time. I have an Assault Vest Chanbao. What? I have no idea what... I was clearly cooking, I just don't know what I was cooking. I guess this punishes, like Landorus? I've got Ice Spinner, which means I remove Misty Surge, which then means that I can get Dire Claw, Slept, Poisoned, or Paralyzed. Terra Ghost is there, presumably for the Fake Out and Close Combat options that my opponent has. This Pokemon can get decently bulky with something like an Assault Vest. I assume I must have a Sash on something else. This game is being played quite late, so it's a good thing that I'm several weeks behind in uploads. Yeah. My next big impediment, so my next big option, I have a Wide Guard Mienshao. But why is it Wide Guard? Sandsear Storm and Wild Bolt Storm, I guess? it looks like it's supposed to be wide guard to cover for expanding force. They don't have expanding force because I'm not bringing DD, and they don't have a psychic terrain option outside of manually setting psychic terrain, which I'm not as worried about. But outside of that, it's got triple axle, which is able to punish Landorus and Ogerpon and Thundurus, and then it does some damage to also Breloom, and then it does some damage to Weezing. Doesn't have a great way to threaten or pressure the Slowbro, but it does have access to Fake Out, which is somewhat helpful. Yeah, it doesn't have a great way to do that. Then I've got Hippowdon here, which does have Sand, which obviously is anti-synergistic with the Sash. It's Terra Dragon for the reason of, I guess, Strange Steam is the only dragon move they're running. I've got speed on this, but I don't have speed on Diancie. I don't know. And then it's High Horsepower Stone Edge, which does hit everything. Except for a Levitate Weezing for either Stab, High Horsepower, or super effective Stone Edge. So, that's not true. It also doesn't hit Breloom. I feel like I'm a little bit weak to support, but maybe I'm overly worried about that. And then I have Mono Hurricane Pidgeot. I've got Quick Attack, which is pretty reasonable into Deoxys and Sneasler, because both have quite anemic defense stats to memory. Well, certainly Deoxys attack has 20 defense, which is not a very high number. Sneasler has 60 defense, which is also not a very high number. And then Hurricane. They have 2 Hurricane resists and they're 2 electric types, and I guess I just either was or wasn't worried about them. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have a normal move, right? And then I have Scarf Dracovish. I believe, in Sand, Scarf Dracovish is faster than Sneasler with an Unburden boost, which sounds crazy, and frankly is crazy. Hopefully I should get challenged shortly. And then I've got Psychic Fangs to hit Breloom. I've got Rock Slide because it's a funny move, but they could Wide Guard it with Pelipper. But Vicious Rent is just such a strong move. Such a strong move, especially if they do have Rain. It does so much. But yeah, Scarf. The Scarf being doubled, making me functionally 3 times speed with Dracovish is pretty strong. I don't feel very confident about this matchup. And I'm not entirely sure what informed some of the prep decisions that I made. So, hopefully, it goes well. Ultimately, you know, it's all peace and love, you know? Hopefully, it's peace and love that my opponent challenges me shortly for. Oh boy. Yeah, I have been pretty happy with my my record so far this season. I mean, I guess I'm currently like 4-1, so there's not much to be unhappy with. This one, I don't know. Okay, I don't know how much sort of strategic depth I have. Depth I have. I've also been doing way too much random doubles battles in recent days. Whenever I've been like, oh, you know, I need to do something. Random doubles battles. It's definitely not the healthiest. Ranbats in general are a very unforgiving art form. Alright, let's good luck, have fun, my opponent. Let's good luck, have fun, my opponent. What do they wind up bringing and not bringing? No Thundurus. They brought Slowbro. Brought Weezing. No Sneasler. No, okay, yes, there is Zero, so they do a Fake Out. And, no Ogerpon. No Greninja. No Breloom. Okay. Interesting. And then their Terra-wise, none of their Terras resist ice. So Slowbro is their only ice resist. Okay. Feels alright. Pretty good electric matchup, so I'm glad I didn't bring... I don't have an electric type, so I'm glad I didn't bring the Pokemon out that was illegal. That would not have worked out well for me. Could just lead Dracovish. Maybe next to Pal with Hippo and Tianci in the back. I kind of want to click Rock Slide and switch in Hippo. Because I kind of expect them to extreme speed me into the POW slot. And Rock Slide will be enough to at least do some damage to the Deoxys. I think enough to knock it out with Sand, if it's Sash. Maybe not quite, but at least close to. Okay, they actually have a lot of bulk on the Deoxys. The Deoxys went for Trick Room, that's so funny. I'm going to bring in Diancie, and I'm not going to click Terra. I mean, I kind of want a high horsepower. I'm worried about a Skull coming out, but I'm more worried about whatever Deoxys is going to do. So I'm going to throw the high horsepower into the Deoxys, and I'm going to bring in my Diancie. The idea with Diancie is that it puts a lot of pressure into the Slowbro. If they Skulled into Hippo, it probably goes down. Yep. Well, I kind of just want to Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam and Sucker Punch the Pelipper. They could do the other move, which would not be as poggers. I'm pretty sure that means that they're quite specially invested, though, if they were able to one-shot the spread that I have. Okay, this calc is clearly incorrect because it says that it never KOs, and it obviously just did. And they don't have any potential additional modifier, so something is just wrong. But whatever, it's fine. So if we do look at the Terra Fairy Moonblast, it's pretty good damage. But I could go for the Dazzling Gleam. I don't have Sucker. That does make it difficult to click Sucker, huh? I think my play then instead is to Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam and crunch the Slowbro here. If they're Body Press, that's obviously not great. Okay, if I get confused here and then hit myself in confusion, that's a GG. That sucks. I hate that sort of thing. I'm gonna Ice Shard the Pelipper here. Yeah, the confusion stuff is really not fun. I don't think I can live. So, how am I most likely to win? I don't know what they have in the back. I should probably be focused on trying to see what their last mon is. Also, that's called at 24, even though I 4x resist it. That is crazy. I'm just gonna lock Moonblast. Yeah, not having Sucker obviously was not working out great for me. Oh, okay. Well, the Deoxys should come in and be able to pressure my Diancie. I guess I should have made them had Moonblast, right? If I didn't get flinched there, if I ran Sucker, why didn't I run Sucker? GG. Ah, sorry, I didn't GG them yet. Okay. Okay. I don't remember clicking this at the go. Offensive Trick Room. What did I lead last time? POW. Oh, I think I was looking at the POW damage with Rock Slide. Do I not have Crunch? No. Rock Slide, that's right. Okay. They're not Terra Ghost on Deoxys. No, they're Terra Electric. Electric is a very random Terra to me. Can I just want to lead Deontay Powell this time? And then have Hippo still in the back, and then I guess that means Dracovish still in the back. We only saw Scald and Psychic, so it's possible the Slowbro does still have Trick Room. Sorry, I don't think Slowbro learns Wide Guard, but maybe it does. It doesn't. Okay, good. I'm like, this specific version of the lead seems confusing, because it doesn't seem to answer my main response to the lead, which is to lead spread move. So maybe I shouldn't be going for that specific version of the play. I kind of expect them to, like, do something with Deoxys. I guess that's kind of obvious. But, like, I'm not sure what I expect them to do with Deoxys. I wish I had a spread... like, I wish Genpal learned a spread move. It does. It learns, that one move. Like, surely that means they're not going to click Trick Room with Deoxys this time. They also should know that my Genpal's a Solfest. What did I take chip from? Sand. Sand is what put me in range. Is that true? Oh no, I hit myself with confusion. I think this is my version of the play this time. But we'll see if they went for Trick Room again. Okay, I should have gone for Terra Ghost. I was so close to going for Terra Ghost, but I didn't. I thought, I mean, it was obvious. I don't know why I brought Dracovish. I just didn't run Sucker, and that was just the worst play in the history of the game. They weren't even Sash on the Deoxys. Okay, cool. I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam and Stone Edge the Pelipper slot. Because with Sand, it should be enough. Oh, please don't burn. Actually, they should just double the slot. Ice Beam. Interesting. Yeah, with Sand, it's enough. I don't know what their last is. I think Wheezing, I beat. Lando, it's difficult. Probably not that difficult. They haven't Terra'd yet, right? What Terra is the Pelipper? Ground. That doesn't change their matchup into Dazzling Gleam. And the Lando is Electric, which doesn't change their matchup into Vicious Rend. Well, sorry, it does. But it doesn't mean that, like, Outrage is better. So, I think my argument is they need Wide Guard to win from here. Which they didn't reveal last game, and I don't know that I have an out to Wide Guard. Ice Beam. I guess that means their water move is probably Weather Ball. I should save the Game 1 replay. I did once play a set that went so long that we lost the Game 1 replay. That wasn't great. They should know that I'm Specs. Oh, they're Hydro Pump. Okay, I see now why they didn't want to risk that. Yeah, I mean, that should pick up from this ridge. No. But there's no way they get... I mean, maybe they do. Sandsear Storm is strong. Yeah, wow. GG's. Well, that's a strong Pokemon. Did I play... I mean, I could have won game... I could have won some of the games. I just didn't bring a good enough set. I, like, have been really struggling with that, with what I'm supposed to be bringing on Qianpao, and that clearly lost me this set by just such a wide margin. Like, my opponent won very, very strongly as a result of having brought the right stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I don't fully understand the one-hit knockout into Drakefish. Oh, it's got Life Orb. I don't... Oh, it's got my random sets instead of, like, a good set. Sorry, my, like, auto cal. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching the season. One more game in this season.